Hey, it's Brian Wright from BrianWright732.com and fitin.com, PHITIN.com, and this is the Daily B 138. I'm coming to you live from my car, and I'm about to go off on retail. Hey, so why am I in my car? Well, it's because I'm out and I'm working on a project. So I'm kind of taking a survey of what I'm running into on a retail experience, from everything from single store operations, owned by a family, to large corporate retail and everything in between. And I got to say, my biggest problem right now is that the corporate run retail experience just sucks. I think that retail right now is beholden to shareholders and board of directors, and they're allowing the bottom line and the temptation of new retail versus old retail to basically fuck everything up. Those of you that are sitting there that are answering to all these people above you and sacrificing your customer experience to create artificial numbers and to reach projections that have very little ROI, it's all bullshit. The customer experience is number one. I don't fucking care about your shareholders and your board of directors and how they want to bring in employees at a low rate and fire off positions to artificially inflate the profits of a company to keep people that want to make money happy. Because at the end of the day, retail is all about providing a service to a customer base. And the more product you can sell to a loyal customer base, the bigger your return on investment will always be, and you'll be able to do it forever. The problem right now is that everyone's losing their way because they don't know. Do we go online? Do we go brick and mortar? What do we do? Do we fire people that have been here forever and bring in other people at a lower rate? Yeah, you fire good people and bring in lower quality of staff because you think it's going to save you money, which is going to make you look good on Wall Street. But on Main Street, your customer is getting a shitty experience because you're not investing in the maturity of your staff. You need new people, but you need veterans that have skills that are going to elevate. And you need veterans to get paid to have a good living so that they're not salty and putting down retail in general and making the younger generation skeptical and using retail as a stepping stone to get through college to go do something else. It's ridiculous. If you want to create an environment that is going to give the customer the max experience, which is going to get them to maximize their dollars, you got to give them a good product. So your quality of your clothing has to be right. Your trends have to be on point. Your just understanding of what your customer want has to be there. But it has to be delivered to the customer by a competent salesperson, which means you've got to stop paying managers exorbitant amounts of money to basically keep you, middle and upper management, happy. You have to get managers that understand how to grow and create, a community of people to service the customer. That is the number one thing I see lacking. I went into New York City with my wife last week. We went to some of the biggest department store and retail chains on the planet that are selling some of the highest end goods on the planet, and the help was abysmal. Abysmal. I would not want to spend money with the people that they've got there, but I'd be forced to because they're the only people they have, and they have the clothes I want, and that's where they think they got me. But I didn't buy because I wasn't happy. I didn't feel confident that I was going to get the right direction because it was just piss poor. The old hands that knew what they were doing are all gone. There was one dude on one floor that I recognized from years back who had skill, and he was pissed because everybody else was looking at their cell phone and talking shit about the guy in the next apartment. It's really bad out there. So, all right, what do we got to do? First off, we've got to start to understand that the online sales really have nothing to do with the brick and mortar sales. And you've got to realize that the computer is never going to tell someone what their ass looks like in a pair of pants, so you're always going to need to have a solid customer service base. You've got to have good quality people on your floor. You've got to have systems in place to develop good staff. You've got to have middle management that supports the staff, that doesn't just squeeze them to appease upper management. And you have to have upper management that understands that they got to take care of the people below them. And they've got to really make sure that the customer gets the best experience possible. Fuck your shareholders. Fuck your board meetings. They're all bullshit. You guys sit around and circle jerk over numbers and ideas that don't mean anything. You all end up passing these companies around from one owner to another and never really pulling a consistent profit. Most of your profits are coming from fucking with your numbers instead of generating real sales. That's why a lot of you big chains out there are suffering right now, because you don't want to invest in the people that are going to do the good work. The people that are doing the good work are striking out on their own or going to the other niche companies that are going to take care of them. I know a lot of people that are talented retailers that'll take less money to be happy at other places than to provide their services for these meat grinder companies. And I know other people that have done amazing jobs that have lost their jobs because they were just getting paid too much because they've been there too long and they did too good a job. It's all bullshit. You guys have to get your act together, and you've got to understand that at the end of the day, the customer is the only thing we care about. If you want to create max profits for shareholders, focus on the customers, not on what lines of employment you can delete, not what sales help you can replace for a lower rate so that you can artificially inflate your profits. Because it's all bullshit. Your profits are not based on sales. Your profits are based on this weird algorithm that is just grinding out your help, which is providing lower quality service at every level of your company. I don't have too many places I go in that I'm happy to be a customer anymore. It's because you don't support your staff. If your staff was happy, I would be more happy. I would be more of a loyal customer, and I'd absolutely give you more of my dollars, like every other consumer out there. So we got to start getting our shit together and start making companies that are about people and good product and customer service, and not just about shareholders and profits and bottom lines that are artificial. I understand profits and bottom lines are extremely important, but there are better ways to do them that provide better for your employees and create better customer experiences. But it's hard. You got to think, you got to look, you've got to engage with your environment. You actually have to use this new technology to provide service instead of, again, doing the circle jerk board meeting about how you have, X amount of Facebook people, even though you don't know how to convert it into a sale or convert it into customer loyalty that's going to create a sale on the ground and whatnot. So you guys need to up your game. Got to get your shit together, people, because if you want to survive going forward, that's the way it's going to be. You big corporate entities, you're going to get swallowed up by the next generation of people that are forward thinking if you don't get your head out of your ass and realize it's 2016 going on 2017, not 1987 going on 1988. So I'm done. I'm done ranting about retail, and I got to get home. Okay, out. Hey, this is Brian. Help me out. Like, share, comment. If you're into retail, let me know what you really think. Retail, in my opinion, sucks right now. Tell me if you think that it sucks or it doesn't suck. I'm really curious. If you have some answers to these questions about retail, let me know that too. I would really like to have a discussion about what retail is going to look like over the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, because it's such a weird landscape right now. All right, later.